बोलिए सतगुरु महाराज जी की जय, सच्चे दरबार की जय. Today we present weekly Satsang from Akhand Gyan from the monthly magazine of Divya Jyoti Jagrati Sansthan and is inspired by His Holiness Ashutosh Maharaj ji. This article's name is A Breath in the Air of Freedom. It was made in February 2010 and it was inspired by Swami Vivekananda. Today's youth sings aloud for the freedom of speech, freedom of thoughts, freedom of expression, freedom of action, etc. Have we ever thought why every drop of blood in our veins tries to flow towards freedom, and why every beat of our heart craves for freedom? It is because we are a part and parcel of that Supreme, who is the source of freedom. So, it is very natural that we strive for freedom. But the sad part is that we have misunderstood the real meaning of freedom. What do we think freedom is all about? Does going out for a date without any restrictions laid by the parents or attending late-hour parties at the clubs account for freedom? If so, then why, even after tasting such freedom, we are not getting the happiness and peace which we had expected out of it? It is only because the things which we ask for are finite, and therefore the happiness gained from them is also finite and limited. So, they only give us a spark of peace with a mass of misery. As a result, we remain to live in a suffocated state, imprisoned by our thoughts, captivated in our own views. In the name of freedom, we build a cocoon around ourselves and get stuck into it for the rest of our life and cry for freedom. We ourselves cover our eyes by our own hands and say it's dark. So, my friends, burst your own cocoon and come out as a beautiful butterfly to know the real meaning of freedom. Take your hands away and see the light. Open up and stretch out your arms to embrace the real freedom, which does not lie outside but inside, which does not spring from arguing and reasoning but from inner growth. The voice demanding freedom which we heard was right, but the direction we gave to the voice was wrong. The idol of freedom that we perceived was correct, but projecting it outside ourselves was the mistake. Move inside yourself until you find that freedom lies in experiencing the light within. It will place the everlasting happiness in the hearts of our hearts. Then we will live and celebrate every moment of our life with the breath of freedom as was lived by great ones who became the symbols of inspiration for all. So, come out in the broad daylight from narrow paths, for how can the infinite soul rest content to live and die in small pursuits? Come out into the universe of light, the light which can only be experienced by the attainment of spiritual knowledge bestowed by the perfect spiritual mentor. If you would like to read more articles, please subscribe to our monthly magazine Akhand Gyan, available in 3 languages, Hindi, English, and Punjabi. You can subscribe to the magazine by clicking on the link mentioned in the description.